My lecture today begins with the story of Chuku, a dog who survived the Aro-Chukwu expedition, one of the numerous episodes of the British invasion of Igbo land in 1901-1902. In mainstream African studies, humans have occupied the central focus as the primary victims of colonial violence, even though colonialism involved governance through and by nature, including the non-human creatures like Chuku. But Chuku's story did not end with the violent takeover of his territory by the British. His entire life trajectory would undergo significant transmutation after the invasion. In addition to being an Aro-Chukwu dog, he would become a native, an Igbo, and a southern Nigerian canine. Each of these categories and these identities had significant implication on his position within the colonial society. His symbolic materiality and ownership would also change from Chuku, the utility dog of an Aro-Chukwu farmer, to Chuku, the pet dog of the Larimos, the colonial officers who took part in the invasion of Aro-Chukwu and, quote unquote, rescued him. But more importantly, Chuku became a colonial subject. His entire existence was reconstituted to align with the imperialist conception of progressive hierarchy within the colonial system. Because he now belonged to a white colonial officer and could understand basic English or basic command in English, he was considered to be, quote unquote, a civilized specimen of a native dog. Indeed, like humans who worked as colonial officers' assistants or domestic staff of colonial officers, Chuku was now considered to have evolved or to have improved in the scale of difference and order, two of the numerous plans on which colonial objectification stood. My lecture today is derived from my most recent book, titled Animality and Colonial Subjects Within Africa, The Humans and Non-Human Creatures of Nigeria, scheduled to be released in 2021 by the New African History series of Ohio University Press. To the best of my knowledge, this is the first book to fully conceptualize animals as colonial subjects in Africa.